Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another Temu haul, but I threw away the bag. It wasn't orange and I needed to get something out of it, so I don't have a bag to show you. Also, a lot of the order was like reorders, so I'm not showing you everything I got. This is technically a reorder, but my first one was clear, so these are all colored, so they're different technically. So yeah, this is the first one I got. And I ordered the bulk ones because they were like, I think $2.48 for 5, just to have a few more. And this is how they look. I was planning a skit with them, so that's why I just needed those. If you have a lot of Kelly dolls and you want to do a skit, I recommend getting these, but if you don't, you could go ahead and pass. So the next thing I got were these things go on your hair, particularly if you have braids. I've been liking to use them for bangles. So I got some in gold and silver. That's basically the only colors they come in. And just think they're really, really nice for bangles. And I give those out in my Etsy. Like if I do an Etsy outfit, then I give those out with the Etsys. So I'll go ahead and put those to the side. If you're kids playing, my niece and my nephew are playing them. So let's see, Ruby Red's World of Dolls. She did a haul and she had some keychains that she was using as doll purses, and I had actually gotten this one already from a hair store. Oh yes, I forgot to say, these things can typically be found at hair stores, so check your local hair store. My hair store didn't have that many variety, and so when I saw those cute ones on Temu, I decided to order them. So I got this from a hair store. It opens like this, and it's in this very familiar print, so you can see, and this is how it is with a doll. So it looks like a luggage bag, which I said I would just use it as a luggage bag. You know, my dolls have a plane now, they're going to be traveling, they need an overnight bag or carry-on, so I like it as a luggage bag. I could not find this one on Temu. Okay, so I had to find another one on Temu. But before we open that, I want you to look at this doll. I made a mini-me. I'm using that. I'm gonna put the fashionista that I'm using. She's not in stores anymore, but she's gonna come out in a darker skin tone very soon in this new wave of fashionistas they're coming out with. I did add her some hyperpigmentation because I do have that, and I stopped wearing makeup during the pandemic. So yeah, that's the first thing I want to show you. I put her some gold earrings on there, and I have a little bun. That's pretty much my hairstyle every day. And I wanted to show you because this dress I reviewed in my last Temu haul, and actually it's a two-piece. So it's this and then the skirt. And when I reviewed it, I put it on a standard classic made to move body, but I just wanted to show you it can fit curvy. So yeah, let me show you how it looks without the skirt overlay. You gotta watch Velcro and stuff. So this is how it looks without the skirt overlay. It's kind of like a weird fit towards the back, but from the front, it's actually really cute. So you get this kind of 2-in-1 outfit. And yes, I got that from Temu. So now let's open up this bag. It is the same shape and style of bag as this yellow one. This yellow one came with all of this, just in yellow. And what I did was, I just took my pliers I use for jewelry, and I open that up and then I just take this part off, and you could use this as a keychain. It's still cute as a keychain. So now I'm gonna make sure no annoying stuff is in there. All clear. And now you have another cute luggage style bag or carry-on, and another familiar color and print. So yeah, very much so like these. I mean, you order from Temu and the like to get a cheaper price. This was $5 in the hair store, which, considering I didn't have to wait on shipping, it wasn't too far off the price of Temu, so I felt like I still got a good deal. Here I'm just showing you how the brown print looks with this little outfit I made, and I think it looks so cute together. So this is the last thing I got from Temu. I make clothes, so I don't need to get clothes from Temu, but some of them I've been really interested in the design of them and the quality, because I know all of you don't make your clothing, and also I sell on Etsy, and Etsy can get quite expensive. So I'm just passing along the information to you where to get good clothing and such for a very affordable price. So that's really cute. I thought this dress was the cutest thing ever. I'm going to try it on a standard classic doll first. This is how that looks on the inside. When I make my clothing, I go ahead and I put glue on the edges so it doesn't fray like this. That's just a little hack I have for myself. Sorry, the kids are playing outside the window. Let's see. I had paused the camera right quick to talk to Mom. Oh my gosh. Okay, so look how cute. Oh my gosh, so cute. I do think the Temu clothing, while it's not all that in a bag of chips, it's slightly higher quality than Mattel clothing. Slightly higher quality than a fashion pack, and it's pretty much half the price, if you want me to be very honest. This is cute. I love the bow detail. I love how high the neck is. I love the sleeves. I love the silhouette, and I love the fabric choice. Sorry, this is so much fun. Okay, so have this doll. She's wearing the shoes from the sewing playset, and I thought these would be cute with that, because I don't know if you've seen Anastasia, the cartoon, but Anastasia had this like pretty dress and then she had boots on with it. So I don't know, so cute. Yeah, so I recommend the dress. So real quick before we end the video, I'm just going to show you, actually I'm going to do it with her since this dress is from this haul. I'm going to show you the bangle. I just open it like that. It's very easy to open. And slip it on the wrist and then squeeze a little bit so it doesn't fall off. So yay. And you could slide it up her arm and widen it like a cuff, even up on her bicep if you would like. Oops. So this is like a closer leaf pattern. I like ones like this. I keep dropping them. Okay, I like ones like this because it looks like you're wearing a set of bangles, but they don't like go over each other, if that makes any sense, because it's actually like a solid piece. See, it looks like you're wearing more than one bangle. So yay. And then I like this one because it's like really modern. That's one of my favorite ones, just like a solid textured cuff. Like that a lot. So I did miss this. It said the only colors they come in is gold and silver. But one of my things I ordered had like 3 in the pack. One was gold, one was silver, and the other was black. So that's pretty cool. So real quick, I want to address this comment I got. It says, about your question, how do they charge so little? It's because they barely get any pay for the work. It's basically slavery how these shops can keep the prices so low, just like with Shein. So child labor, not even half $1 wage per day with probably 18-hour working days. It's sad that people support Temu without thinking where their prices might come from. I did get that comment on my last video, my Temu haul, and I did wonder where the price was coming from, and I had my own speculation. And I didn't want to belittle this commenter because this person just generally seems concerned, and so I told them, you know, I just didn't want to make broad allegations like that when I don't have proof. That is in fact slander, and I don't want to just, you know, say a bunch of things based on hearsay. This person responded with, people have been subjected to forced labor practices in China by the government themselves. That's very low chance that the government, those cheap items aren't made by that forced labor. Of course, the same goes for expensive goods. I never said that it didn't. For now, as this forced labor keeps happening, we can't be certain items from China aren't made that way, and it would explain why those prices are so cheap or sometimes even free. I think in the West, we have to acknowledge that we influence what happens in other countries and are just as much the reason why forced labor keeps happening. I hope that's enough proof for you. Otherwise, you can do your own research on the malpractices and cheap labor. Then they left this comment, like 1 day ago, why is everyone buying from Temu? There's a high chance they use slave labor, exclamation point. They're yelling at this point. Even though this person made the similar comments on 2 separate things on my channel, I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not a troll, and I didn't want to kind of address their comment because they seem concerned. But there is something called burden of proof, which is a philosophical concept that refers to the obligation to provide supporting evidence for a claim. I merely stated to this comment that, you know, I will not be doing allegations on hearsay alone, just because that is very irresponsible and you can get into legal trouble for slander. On top of that, it's kind of racist. We can't assume everything that comes out of China, especially if it's a cheap price, is made by child labor or forced labor. And you flip anything over in America, it says made in China, and the price that it's even remotely affordable, and this is anything in a grocery store and Walmart and Target, the very fact that it's affordable is because it's made in China. Case in point, something I handmade myself and I sell on Etsy is going to cost more than a fashion pack from Mattel, which comes from China. But it's still not politically correct to just assume just because something is manufactured in China or that it's manufactured cheaply, that it is the result of child labor or forced labor. I use my Etsy shop as an example again. There are other people that sell things, miniatures, and clothing for dolls. I am one of the cheaper options on Etsy for doll stuff, okay? That doesn't mean that at my house I'm just exploited. I had a booth at an antique mall and my prices were very affordable. I kept being told by the owners that I needed to raise my price actually. But no, I just didn't want to jack my prices up all the way to the moon. I felt that I could afford to do that, and that's what I did. Do I want people all over the world to have safe and fair working conditions? Of course I do. But I can't go around assuming that that's not the case based on someone's race or the price of their product. There was one point in time where I wanted to open my own boutique, and researching products to put in my boutique was very eye-opening. Almost everything comes from China. And just because we pay a higher price for an item, it doesn't necessarily mean that the workers have been compensated more. It usually means that you've just paid a profit margin for an American company. I know this because I worked in retail for several years for very large American companies. You are paying a markup, a huge markup, but the product is actually coming from the exact same place. By shopping Temu and Shein, I'm not in no way trying to contribute to unethical labor practices. I'm actually just not trying to pay the markup price what a third party company would sell it to me for. With the comments like what was left on my video, the same energy could be had for many things, and it's unfortunately not. And that's where I was saying, people could be hypocritical, going on hearsay and whatever. I hope you don't like guacamole because you shouldn't eat avocados. I hope you don't like almond milk because the harvesting of almonds is detrimental. I hope you don't drive a car or otherwise benefit from anything where something has to get shipped in or relies on fuel economy. So it's very easy to become a hypocrite in this type of debate without even realizing it. Anyways, I don't even want to really defend myself against comments like this because I'm not even going to be using Temu that often. And so I won't actually be contributing to any allegations of slave labor or anything like that in that way. But that doesn't mean that the products I get locally even won't have been sourced from China. Not only will I be not shopping at Temu that much, in the future I will not be addressing any comments such as these with anything beyond a link to this video. I hope I didn't upset anyone, and I appreciate your concern when it comes to unethical labor practices around the world. And we can all stand to become a little more educated in regards to that. I'll see you dolls in the next one. Bye.